Hello and welcome to Expert Link and our weekly vlog, Word from the Street. So this time we're outside Parliament, as you can see behind me, and aptly so. We're going to talk about two or three things today. We're going to talk about the Homelessness Reduction Bill. We're going to talk about courts and encampments. We're going to talk about the violence again that's on the street and abuse.
So many people will tell you no. And you need to find something you believe in so hard that you just smile and tell them, watch me.
So Crisis have organised a mass lobby today for people to come down into Parliament and lobby their MPs to make sure that there's enough MPs sitting at the second reading of the Homelessness Reduction Bill, which is next Friday the 28th. I've come down to try and contact my MP and speak to him. Unfortunately, he's unavailable today. I've written to him a couple of times now. He is busy, legitimately, but according to his office, he does have in his diary penned in to go and attend the second reading of the bill, which is on Friday the 28th, and it's really important that 100 MPs attend. So contact your MP people and try and get them to make sure that they attend. It's our first opportunity in over 40 years to make significant changes to the homelessness legislation, and we can absolutely help to save lives by getting our MPs to get into Parliament Friday the 28th. It's early in the morning. I know a lot of MPs will be doing their constituency clinics, but we need as many as possible. We need 100, at least 100, to attend Parliament Friday the 28th in the morning. I've been running around this morning, and this is a claim for possession from the Royal Courts of Justice, the High Courts. We've got an encampment in Croydon, and to be fair, it is a bit of a challenge. It's in the behind some buildings in the city centre, and people do need to be moved on from there. I can understand people, the council's concern. I can understand the landlord's concerns. I can understand everybody's concerns about this encampment. I've been there and I've filmed there a few times, and it is deteriorating. But you see, this is the thing. The thing is that they were all given. The guys were living there were all given these. There's the documents to attend court. The court is in the Strand. That's the first thing. The second thing is the paperwork is huge, you know, and if the court hearing is in the Strand, the paperwork is beyond most people. I've read it and I didn't understand all of it. I'm not a lawyer. What chance of people who have serious complex needs, what chance do they have of understanding this? And more importantly, travelling up to the Strand in London to make sure they're there to represent themselves. Not much of a chance. So I think it's all a bit one-sided. And you know, when I speak to the guys, they themselves actually want to move on. But here's the thing. They want to move on together because together they feel safe. There's quite a lot of violence going out there on the streets at the moment. Up and down the country, things happening to people, to homeless people. Last week I reported there was a guy called Mark who was living in a doorway in Addiscombe. He'd been attacked, chased, and all of his stuff set on fire. No one had heard from him, but last Friday, luckily, I got a phone call from a really reliable source that told me that they'd spotted Mark. 99% certain they'd spotted Mark. So hopefully he's well and about. But here's the thing, Mark has got an ASBO, can't go into Croydon Town Centre, and the ASBO is not for violence. It's because he's a street drinker and he got caught too many times with a can of beer in his hand and was then served an ASBO. And the ASBO's for almost 2 years, I think. Can't come back into the city to 2017, sometime in 2017. But him not being around other people, other homeless people as a community, he's been isolated, he's out on his own, and he's been attacked and could almost been killed, you know. So going back to the encampment, it isn't about that people don't want to move on, it's about where do people move to. You can serve the injunctions and get them moved on, but it's where they're going to go. And if we're going to move people on, we need to know that they're moving on into a safe place, a safe location, and not just being turfed out where they'll disperse, they become vulnerable, they'll go and hide. And you know what? potentially they could get attacked. There's quite a lot of that happening at the moment. I hear of people being hit over the head with bottles, just doors opening on car parks, where stairwells where people are sleeping, on bottles being hurled in. We don't need that. It's disgusting. But to make people more vulnerable so they're broken up from their group where they feel safe isn't probably the best idea. And it'd be really great if Croydon Council, who I absolutely think are fantastic and do the best that they possibly can think about how we can move people on, not just throw them out.
Don't give up, don't give up.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Word from the Street. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like buttons, comments down below. Any topics that you want us to talk about in the future, please put them there as well. But most importantly, please follow the link through to our charter and support us by signing up and help us to give a voice for those who most need it. Until next time, stay safe.
Don't give